Hello and thanks for checking out this What If video about Kurapika taking on the Phantom Troupe. This is the second episode of the series, so if you're really interested, check out part 1 first, or finish watching this video, then you can decide if you want to subscribe, like, and all the other good stuff I'm sure you're gonna do. But with this out the way, let's see what trouble Hisoka and Kurapika find themselves in. Kurapika waits in a private room inside Heaven's Arena, biding his time for Hisoka to arrange a match with Chrollo. I just have to trust that the other spiders won't get in between the fight. But I know if there are any close by, I can take a few of them out while Chrollo is busy. Kurapika wonders if he should call Gon one last time, but decides against it, saying, "This is my path, it wouldn't be fair to force it on my friends." And as he stares at his phone, a message comes in saying, "The fight's on, be ready tomorrow at 10 p.m. Kurapika sighs in relief, but now begins to wonder and calculate all the possible variables at play. Like which members of the Phantom Troupe would he find? How close by is the next member? How long will Hisoka and Chrollo's fight last? All of these questions and more flood his mind as he snaps himself back into focus. None of that matters, I just have to wait and see what happens, then trust my judgment. I'll have to make sure I have the resolve to finish this for me and my people." Kurapika spends the rest of the day scouting around the area in hopes of getting some insider advantage that will guarantee success. But as the day goes by with little to show for his effort, he settles for preparation, setting up what he can for the battle and being ready for anything the spiders throw at him. Kurapika also finishes the last part of a new nin ability. Kurapika made this ability while he worked as a bodyguard and needed a way to fight non-Phantom Troupe members. So for his new move, Kurapika conjures 2 Boken swords, much like the ones he used in the exam arc and that he trained with as a child, but these swords have the ability that make them stronger after every sequential hit, but if he forgets or doesn't alternate which sword lands an attack, the boost goes back to 0. But now he's adding the ability to transmute an elemental effect onto the swords, like fire or electricity, but only when he activates Emperor Time, thus risking his life while using the enhanced weapons. With this extra trick up his sleeve, along with his chain specializing in taking out the Phantom Troupe, Kurapika is confident that he'll be able to avenge his clan. The time for Hisoka and Chrollo's battle draws near, but Kurapika still hasn't heard from his partner and is getting worried. Is this a setup, or did Hisoka change his mind and get too scared to face Chrollo? I'll just have to trust that psychotic clown is just trying to annoy me. But then again, I knew he couldn't be trusted when I first asked him to help me. But when the time comes and the announcer calls them to meet in the middle of the battlefield, both men show up. Hisoka eager to start the fight and Chrollo eager to get the fight over with. Kurapika almost finds himself stopping to watch as he wonders what a fight between such skilled nin users would look like. But he knows that the mission comes first, so he scans the crowd for any of the troupe members, but quickly notices a panic forming amongst them as some of the fans watching begin to rush for the exits. Kurapika looks for the reason for all the commotion and finds it back in the ring as Hisoka and Chrollo's fight has already gotten intense. Kurapika watches on while Hisoka tries defending himself against several attackers, and Chrollo seemingly sets up his next move. Kurapika almost goes to help Hisoka, but notices the crazed smile on Hisoka's face as he destroys the crowd members helping Chrollo. Kurapika decides to keep focused on the mission since Hisoka doesn't seem to be bothered by what's happening, and the people interfering are definitely not part of the spider, so Hisoka might still feel the fight's fair. But as Kurapika turns his attention back on the crowd of people, he comes face to face with the Phantom Troupe member, Bonolenov, who lands a strong right hook that sends Kurapika flying. Bonolenov throws a few punches out at the air, almost showing off in front of Kurapika, before saying, "I know you're the one who killed Uvagan and took Chrollo's nin away. The troupe's been wondering when we would see you again, and I guess I'm the lucky one who gets to take you down." Bonolenov wastes little time removing his bandages and begins his dance. Kurapika, with little time to react, leaps to his feet, but doesn't realize what's happening before Bonolenov's nin ability activates and allows him to conjure his tribal armor and spear. The Phantom Troupe member then lunges at Kurapika. "I need to focus," Kurapika tells himself as he barely leaps over his enemy, then quickly summons his nin chains. I don't know what all of his abilities are, but I know he was able to use those sounds to conjure his weapon. I need to make sure to stop him if he tries conjuring anything else. Kurapika slams his chains down towards the spider member, who is easily quick enough to dodge, and tries moving in for a counterattack of his own. But Kurapika is careful to never leave himself wide open, leading to a stalemate between them. Bonolenov thinks to himself, I can't summon my Jupiter or it could interfere with chrollo's match, but I know this kid's gonna be tough to kill without it. I doubt any other troop members will come check on me while they have to guard their own zones, but I should still be able to take my time and wait until he's too tired to fight back. I just have to make sure not to get caught. As the battle between them continues, Kurapika struggles with his own thoughts as well, thinking, I don't know what the position of the other spiders are, or what's going on with Hisoka, other than the people are still running around terrified. And this guy seems to know all of my tricks with my chain. I guess the troop's been studying me just as much as I've been studying them. I know he's aware of my chain's main ability, so he won't let me get anywhere close to him. Usually I would be fine playing the waiting game, but I don't know how much time I have left. I have to kill him fast. Kurapika stops using his chains and summons his new Boken swords and activates his Scarlet Eyes, boosting all of his nin abilities to the max. Kurapika blitzes towards his opponent and cracks him with a hard shot to the body, then swipes a second towards Bonolenov's head. But with dancer-like precision, Bonolenov ducks and counters with a body punch of his own. Kurapika powers through the hit, not allowing himself to be pushed back this time, and sends out a few more picture-perfect strikes that land and leave Bonolenov's head ringing. Kurapika then transmutes a stunning electric pulse that connects with his opponent and paralyzes him. Kurapika wastes little time bringing back his chain and placing the vow on Bonolenov's heart, telling him, if you act against my interest in any way, then my Hatsu will activate and instantly kill you. Kurapika then demands Bonolenov answer his question about the troop, such as any hidden abilities or anything that'll help him in his later fights. But Bonolenov just laughs. The spider doesn't need me to survive. We will continue on as a family, because we have each other. Unlike you who doesn't have anyone. You're the last of your clan, much like I'm part of a dying tribe, but you still don't see anything wrong with killing me. Bonolenov keeps laughing as he continues. I wasn't even there when the troop killed the Kurta clan, but you're still gonna kill me without any regret. Face it, little man, you're just as bad as us and you know it. Kurapika again asks for an answer, but it's too late. The vow activates and kills Bonolenov for rejecting Kurapika's request. Kurapika, knowing it's over, quickly checks back at the arena and sees no fighting, just a pile of bodies. But suddenly a loud explosion startles Kurapika as the pile of bodies below them explodes, finally sending anyone still dumb enough to still be in the arena into the lower parts of the building seeking safety. What the hell's going on, Kurapika thinks, as he peeks over, only to see Chrollo standing unfazed with what looks like zero damage done to him. Soon, a few more Phantom Troop members join Chrollo, implying to Kurapika that Hisoka has lost the fight. Kurapika waits for now, knowing he would be unable to beat all the remaining spiders by himself, so he sits back until they leave, then rushes to Hisoka's aid. Kurapika assumes Hisoka has to be at the bottom of this mountain of bodies, and eventually finds him dead and unable to move. But as Kurapika frees his body, Hisoka's eyes open and he gasps for air. Kurapika tries using his chains to heal Hisoka, but it does little to help. Hisoka smiles through his injuries, saying, I lost the fight, Chrollo, but the war is not over yet. Kurapika tells Hisoka to stop and rest while he tries dragging him to a doctor. Kurapika wonders if Hisoka will even be able to survive this beating, let alone help anymore in the fight against the Phantom Troop. While in the back of his mind, he also thinks about how Chrollo seemed completely unharmed and seemingly beat Hisoka this badly with little to no problem. And if Chrollo truly is this strong, how will I take him out without any backup? Kurapika puts this thought to the back of his mind for now, knowing that he needs to be fully focused on keeping Hisoka alive. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching again. Subscribe if you like this channel or What If videos in general. There's going to be a lot more in the future. So until then, have a great day, and I'll talk to you all next time.